Hi guys, welcome to Sera and Sarge. Thanks for watching. Please like this video, share this video, and subscribe.
Don't get discouraged if you think your gift is small, because it's not small. Here's a $30,000 car that won't even run because of a $20 piece. So every piece is important.
Hey guys, welcome again to Sera and Sarge.
We thank you for being here. There's so many YouTube channels on the internet that you can choose to be at any one, but you're here watching ours, so we really appreciate that. We don't take it lightly. We appreciate all the support you give us. Mm-hmm. So today we wanted to talk about when people talk about your purpose in life.
It's like a broad topic.
It's a broad topic. We talk about finding purpose, but it's hard to show people how do you find your purpose. The best measure to find your purpose is to first find your gift and recognize your gift. There's three things every person who has the ability to think thinks about in life. How did I get here? Why am I here? And what's next? Where are we going next? Those three basic questions, everybody who has the ability to think has thought those questions.
And something else I can add, and the most unfulfilling questions that anybody can ask themselves is when you ask yourselves, why am I here? And many people who really feel like they don't know why they're here, some of them, they end up even committing suicide because somebody can see it and look around, because sometimes life get in your way. But when you don't know why you're here, you don't have power or strength to fight. So that question is really important. Once you understand why am I here, it's kind of really the base or the foundation.
It's fulfilling.
Yes, it's so fulfilling.
There's so many people, we see it all the time, who have riches, who have careers, who have what society would call model life, but they're empty inside. You can have all these things, but if you're not living within your purpose, you will feel empty.
You will never find the true happiness.
Yes.
You just get emotion. You know, you can be happy because this event is going on, but once that is over, then you go back, you're like, I still feel like empty, even though you have everything. Somebody else from outside can look at it and say like, oh, I wish I can be her or him. But as he said, unless you find your own purpose and live it, you will feel fulfilled. Outside of that, no, it's just periodic. It's not like a happiness that you can say it's durable or...
It's not sustainable.
Yes.
It just comes and goes. And this is our passion. Whoever follows the channel, you know this is the passion we have, and the calling that we have is to help people realize their purpose. Instead of us jumping right to what is your purpose, what is it that you're good at? What is a gift that you have that people comment? It could be as simple as you're funny.
Exactly. And there's something that I think sometimes we confuse, that education does not really provide a gift.
Right.
What education can do is like enhance your gift or
Exactly.
sharpen your gifts. But as he said, your gift is something you feel you do without any effort in there, and you feel so happy when you do those things, and either you are paid or you are not. It's something you do, and like nobody has to push you to do that. As he said, that's the area you have to focus first, for you to understand, what am I supposed to be doing? What makes me happy? What do I do and feel fulfilled?
And there's many people you can ask, what is your gift? And they'll know it, but they're not in the field of what their gift is. And you ask, why aren't you, well, I can't. There's always a reason. as to why they can't, but you could see that they're not as determined to do what they're doing right now. Their heart is really somewhere else.
Yeah, that's the truth. And something else we can really point out that we help you to get there. It's sometimes in life we just live a life without any goals in life. You just like wake up, you do the routine thing. You wake up, you go to work, you done, you go to school. I have heard, I don't remember who said that, but they said that the stupidity is doing same thing and expect different results.
Yeah.
So if you wake up every day and do the same thing, you will not see any change. So what we want to encourage you today is just like once you kind of like go in deeper inside you and try to figure out what do you love to do, then it can help you to make a goal. As he said, you may be doing something different. You may be in different career, but deep inside your heart, you feel like I need to do these things. The only way for you to start doing those is you to sit down and make goals. But if you just feel like, oh, one day I will be this, or one day I will do that, that one day will never come, unless you make that happen.
So your gift will unlock your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So let us start there with your gift. Okay, and if you're in access to pen and paper, grab one out. You might not be able to do this right now, but just make a mental note that these are the questions I need to ask myself.
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted to walk you through that. So the first thing is, what is something you can do that just comes naturally to you?
And you always get compliments even when you're not even expecting. It's something to you, you may not even consider that as a gift or as, or a talent. You just do it. But the moment you do it, everybody notices how you do it and they're like, oh, good job. And you're like, really?
Yeah, for me, it was my writing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we used to write letters home from the military, and my relatives would say, man, you're a really good writer. And I didn't understand. All I was doing was, I wasn't like looking up dictionary words, or it was just whatever was in my heart, I was just putting it on paper. And then Seraphine told me the same thing, you're a really good writer. Mm-hmm. Then all through school, teachers told me, wow, you're a really good writer. And so I come to realize I have a gift in writing, not in like the English language or any of that. Mm-hmm. But that's what she's saying. Education can fine-tune those things.
Yes.
Education can help me understand where to put my punctuations, where to put commas, but my natural gift is already there.
Exactly. And I remember I never read his letter before or never knew he was being complimented for that. But he can be writing something so simple, but when you read it, it sounds so deep. And the words, I'm like, where do you find these words, And I always kept telling him, you're really good at writing. And I guess he didn't take it serious at first. But as we said, when people keep repeating something and you find yourself doing it or loving it, you're just like, I think this is my gift. He has another one, he's funny. I don't know if annoying is a gift. If annoying would be a gift,
well, I'm very annoying, and I love to be annoying. So I'm just going to open up my life, be transparent, so you can see some examples of what you can put down. What I put down was writing, speaking, like in sermons people used to say, I love how you make analogies about things. Mm-hmm. It helps me to understand things better. Like, I've heard that so many times from people. I guess it would still go with writing. But then it's comedy, witty, compassion for others. That's one. See, we might not consider that a gift, but it is.
It is.
Giving is a gift.
It is.
Right? Mm-hmm. Serving others, that's a gift of mine. Ability to be in other cultures. Like, I can adapt in different cultures.
What he shared, I feel like most of people can share what they feel they love, but the problem is not what you feel you love, what are you doing about it? That's really why we are here. Because as he said, if you ask people, what is your gift? What do you love to do? They will just go 1, 2, 3, like, so quick. And sometimes we don't even, as he said, some people wouldn't even know that giving is a gift. They will tell you, oh, I love to give, or I love to help, I can go extra mile to help somebody. But they don't realize that is the gift. Then when you ask, what are you doing about that? It's like, that's where the most people are stuck. So once you really can write 1, 2, 3, 4 of the stuff you love to do, that's where you can sit down and say like, okay, what can I do so that I can leave this? And once you figure out what you can do, most of the time you don't have to start with all of them.
And so for the example of giving, someone may say, well, I have the gift to give, but how is that going to help me? Mm-hmm. But it does in so many ways. The gift of giving, it's a principle of life. You give and it comes back. That's a basic principle of life. Many successful people will tell you they give to charities because they don't understand how it works. They say this. They don't understand how it works, but they know it works. Yes. When you give, you get in return. And we are God-fearing people, so we understand the more you give, the more God trusts to give you. And you become like an outlet for God to bless others. And the gift in that is make how you feel. Mm-hmm. Like you're really making difference in people's lives. And that inside, if it's a gift, it's such a strong, powerful feeling you have to be able to help others.
One of the things that I see myself that I'm blessed with, and I feel like that is a gift, it's the ability with the languages. If I focus on thing, I get it. I really do. And I also, one of the most thing I love to do, and people who know me, they will tell you that I love to serve other people. I can go extra mile to help somebody who is in need. I don't care if I know you. I don't care if we are related or not. That's what I do, and I feel fulfilled. Like it can be anything, really anything. It can be money-wise. It can be like And another thing I love to do is just empower young people specifically. I want to see people succeed. There's nothing that makes me more happy than if I can kind of like a mentor somebody, guide them, show them what to do. It can be a school, it can be career, but just I love to see it with young people answering their question, telling me like, I want to do this, how can I do that? When I got somebody and they go ahead and achieve what they were looking to do, I can't tell you how happy I feel by doing that. I can find the time. I don't care. I can go to regular work, but if you need me, I will find the time to do that because I feel that's what I'm serving my purpose by helping other people discovering who they are and pursuing the dream and achieving the dream.
So once you have wrote down some of the gifts that you feel you have that others told you, don't get discouraged if you think your gift is small, because it's not small. No gift is small.
Nope.
Right?
Nothing is small.
In our car, we had an issue with the car where it wouldn't start. And it was a spark plug, like a $20 piece in the engine. That's a little plug that shut the whole car down. It wouldn't let us go to work or anywhere. We had to take it in to get it fixed. Here's a $30,000 car that won't even run because of a $20 piece. So every piece is important, no matter how you think it's small or whatever. Just know you're important in the bigger picture of things. You have a purpose because God put it there. And and your purpose is what God needs you to fulfill for the bigger picture.
Yeah, that's the truth. And sometimes, again, I'm going to point out something else. Some of the gifts, as we said earlier, we were joking about him being a comedian. He's really funny. Sometimes I'm like, I will be teasing him. I'm like, I think you're supposed to be having your own stand-up comedy show. He's so funny. Sometimes we don't feel like, those are gifts or acting,
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, I love acting because sometimes I feel like more messages you want to pass, you can act out and just give the whole message that you could give. And if you see me start acting, so don't be surprised, because I believe there's a lot of messages you can pass through acting. So sometimes believers I know, specifically from back home, I just wanted to point out, we didn't feel like those are necessary. As a Christian, I could be an actress or an actor or comedian. And that's really,
We shut it. We sell ourselves short.
exactly.
Like, oh, that's not a real gift.
That's like
or,
for the world.
Yeah, that's
I'm like,
for the world. Or
yeah, you're like, everything we do in this world is for the world.
God can use you in anything.
Exactly. I just want to point it out that if you are a believer, but you feel like you can make people laugh. Did you even know the Bible says laughing? Laughter is like it's like a medicine to your soul. So if you can make somebody who is really sad to laugh, go ahead and make them laugh. That's something good. So we don't have to despise anything thinking that's small. In fact, everything we see in this world started by an idea. You can have idea, some small ideas, some big ideas, but when you bring it out, it helps somebody.
So now that you will write down your gifts, now it's you get to the part 2. What do I do with the knowledge of my gifts? So one.